Well, governments more and more have become extensions of corporations. So the United States, there's no government in the United States anymore. It's all part of the military-industrial complex and the corporations. And they have absolute, complete power and control over everything. So the people have no power at all. They believe they have power. There are none so hopelessly enslaved as those who believe themselves to be free. It's a quote from 1640 or something. Help, we're locked in a dystopian, nightmare. We are, but people don't realize it. They kind of have been convinced that actually they can have some effect. And that the politics is organized in a way that is mobile and has possibilities for change. Well, it doesn't. There are no possibilities for change. There might be, but not within the system of so-called democracy that exists in the United States. I don't know how it is in Ecuador. It's very difficult to look at a foreign country and figure out what's going on. It's harder for progressive policies to take root now. People have become diverted. We live in a more Orwellian world now, where people believe more that's coming from the Ministry of Truth than they did in the 60s and 70s, certainly in England. So I think it becomes harder to rebel, and it becomes harder to build progressive polities into our societies. Tears like falling rain slake the thirst and quench the flames, but cooling in the crucible, an idea forms a nugget of belief in the eyes of the poor, that maybe in the dawn's new light they have a right to the law. We revere the law. We have to. We have to have a system that we can all agree should apply to all of us equally. Chevron don't believe that. They believe that the law is something that you twist and use in order to make money, and in order to subjugate people, and in order to deny that other people have needs and rights, in order to deny reparation to all the people whose lives they've destroyed here. There's no point in talking to them. They're monsters. Chevron is a monster, so you can't talk to Chevron, because Chevron is just a bad idea. Chevron is a really bad, inhuman idea that says if we just make as much profit as we can without any concerns about anything else, everything will be fine. And we're doing the right thing. No, you're not. You're destroying the world. Literally destroying the world. But you can't say that to Chevron, because Chevron is a monster and it doesn't understand. Anyway. So you're talking about a world where lawyers work to destroy people. They don't work to uphold the law. They work for a corporation to make money for that corporation. And they will do anything in order to achieve that end. Like they're trying to kill Stephen. They're even trying to demonize me. They're claiming that I'm only interested in this in the plight of these people here in the Amazon, so that I can make money. Really? I mean, I go, I'm not talking to you. Why would I want to talk to Chevron? I have nothing to say to them. Nothing to say to them. What is the law for? Is it just so corporations can get bigger and bigger and more powerful, and people can get wealthier and wealthier? Or is it meant to be for all of us? Is it meant to be a way of controlling society in a way that gives everyone a fair shout? Is that what the law should be? I believe that's what the law should be. It's like climbing a mountain. You put one foot in front of another and you just keep going. There's nothing else to do. I mean, you could sit down and cry, but equally you just put one foot in front of another, and with the belief that eventually you will achieve something. With this specific thing, I think eventually we will. I feel glimmers of hope in me that we might achieve a result in Canada, and that would be a huge victory for the possibility that the monster can be vanquished. But we'll see. As I said in the press conference earlier today, if we fail in Canada, if we do not persuade the judiciary in Canada that it's okay to seize Chevron's assets in Canada to pay reparations to the people here, then we'll follow them around the world till we find a country where it is okay to seize their assets. So we live in a world where, or I live in a world where you no longer have habeas corpus except for the wealthy. If you're wealthy, you have a right to your day in court. But if you're not, or even if you're fighting against them, it's very difficult to get your day in court. Particularly if you're poor and brown, it's almost impossible to get a fair hearing. So the law needs fixing, and we all have to fight to fix the law.